Work if you must. It's my nature to unwind from time to time.
And we're back in American McGee's Alice. Yeah. Right, let's see if I can make this. Nope.
No, you have to actually jump.
It's that thing where, because she's a little slippy, I think, you have to actually early press the jump.
Oh, I would have thought she would have latched on there. Give it one more go.
You can make it. Yeah, there we go.
Here's a riddle. When is a croquet mallet like a billy club? I'll tell you, whenever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Sure, I suppose at least that actually makes sense. Okay, let's look at what we've got down here. So,
Oh, I like the clocks.
yes, there's a clock, which is there's an eyeball pendulum, and is kind of totally behaving weird. Okay, so we have a new weapon, which is whack-in.
That's left click? What's right? What's the alternative fire?
Ah, we actually hit the croquet ball. It ricochets. Very nice.
Balls.
There's a bit more to do than you suggested, don't you think?
No need for sarcasm. I admit my memory's not what it was. But I'm here now. Try to amend its deficiencies. The library contains a recipe for the potion. Consult the book of bizarre things. Oh no! Run!
There we go. Let's try the alt fire, in fact.
I'm not actually a fan of the croquet mallet as a weapon. I don't think it works that well.
It does sort of shock them, which is an interesting sort of visual effect.
Yeah.
So I love the sort of implication of the kids, because it's like they're clearly experimenting on them and modifying them.
Well, because one of them's got an altering mood, one of them has an exposed brain, and the other one seems to be hyper.
And they've got all these nice pictures.
I'm assuming it's the other inmates. I like the screaming walls as well.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't actually mean to jump on the bench. Alright, back out.
Lots of spells books there as well.
Yeah, I noticed. So are we going down there or up here?
Either. There's books in the background as well.
This is the new sort of death background, because yeah, you will just, I suppose not die, but get respawned if you go that way. Ah, we can't.
I just like the skybox stuff in this game. They go really crazy with it and just go, well, what can we put in it? Well, giant books.
That's sort of one we're going to have one anyway. Go for it. There's like all the crookedness. Can go that way. Can't go that way.
So, yes, I didn't realise how much it would be cutting off Alice's head, which is sort of thematic in much the same way that you cut off his head.
Yeah.
But yes, it wouldn't look like that originally, but I much prefer playing this in widescreen. I was tempted to do it in 4:3, but it kind of works okay in widescreen.
It's one of the children.
Nice.
It's like a bit of a bookcase, a bit of a staircase there.
Does anything happen if you go on it, or is that something you need to activate from elsewhere.
That does the climbing for you.
Interesting lift.
Should I slow downstairs first?
Either.
Okay.
I don't think it makes a difference.
I kind of wanted to look down here.
Whichever system you're more comfortable with, basically.
Ooh.
So you startled it.
What? What is it?
It's a book.
Oh, we've got like a starry skybox now.
So that's in place now. The puzzle is find all the books so that they form a sort of a sky staircase.
Okay, so
I think
we
is
do
what
have
it's
to
going
find
for.
them all.
So like I say, you'll have to explore the whole place either way.
That's cool. So we came from over here, so we've done everything down on this level. Let's go back up the staircase. Okay.
Steps to enlightenment brighten the way, but the steps are steep. Take them one at a time.
Okay, the cat's just nonchalantly wrecking things as well.
It's a cat.
I suppose, yes.
That's what they do. Grief.
It's quite fun to just sort of slash things from a distance.
From a distance.
Can I get him from over here?
Probably. The weapon range is quite... Ooh, yes, you still got him. Just.
Nice. There's this guy coming to get me. Coming to get me.
I'm not sure if he's coming to get you or if he's just following a path. No, he is coming for you.
Double check the other side doesn't have a book and then we're heading up.
Absolutely, yes. It doesn't look like it does, no.
Okay, go. Okay, let's get up here.
You have to wait for your knife to come back. Unfortunately, throwing it does remove it from your
Right, it
sort of
has like
inventory for a little while.
recharge, yeah. Oh, I managed to get both of them that time.
Oh, by the way, you can use square instead of the triggers if you want as well.
Yeah, no. Right, so it looks like it's a lift or something, maybe?
It will do something if you get on it, yes.
I'll look around first. Can I make it round? I can. Yeah, I like the pretty casual, like, just slice the head off. Observatory. Which we're not allowed to
Summon the
through.
cat?
I have been trying every so often, it's not doing anything right now.
Okay.
But yes, we're making like a little path of books. Kind of fluttering.
Yeah, because it's sort of making them into moths or butterflies, depending on how nice you want them to be.
Right, in here. That's a little lift. Ever upward. Ah. Cool. Doesn't look like there's anything on the other side, so. Oh, I pressed jump there.
Oh.
She didn't jump.
I didn't realise you could actually die from falling from a height.
I've heard self-reliance is a virtue. Now, you've heard it.
There's no lock, but it won't open. It's stuck.
Treat it like a Chinese box or a stubborn lid. A tap in the right spot might do the trick. You call that a tap? Fortunate I didn't suggest force. You might have pulverized it.
Admittedly, yes. I do quite like that it was just hit it. Okay, can I do this?
You don't really have to be that careful, actually. If you fall onto the wood, it's not going to hurt you much anyway. It's just if you try and jump down the whole thing,
yeah, that
then
does seem to be
it might not work so well. Let's respawn an enemy.
It's alright, we can deal with them. Where are you coming from?
Mushrooms, poppies, sugar and spice, all those things are very nice. When combined, the proper mixture makes a getting small elixir. I don't really like sweets.
Skool's out.
Yes, I quite like the woomy effect as it works. It's like they're drugs. You're taking drugs.
Lots of banshees here. Be warned.
Okay. So there are. That's one down.
Good Nine Inch Nails music as well, by the way. I mentioned the music was done by Nine Inch Nails. there's a video about it.
Yeah.
We'll have it as the extras. I didn't know how much of it you checked out. So you're going into first grade.
Oh, does it say?
Oh, did you not see the sign?
Oh,
First grade.
first grade. Okay. Yeah, why not? That's
You can have a look at all the
first.
doors if you want, but
That's-
either.
And there's the Hatter again.
How fine you look when dressed in rage. Your enemies are fortunate that your condition is not permanent, and you're lucky too. Red eyes suit so few.
Managed to pick up some rage. And there's a lever, which we can still pull. Okay. So these American style seats.
I'm not sure. Yeah, bleachers. I'm not sure the rage was a particularly useful pickup since it's gone now. Now watch out, those will swing and hit you and knock you off.
Yes.
I wouldn't go for the
Yeah, we
heart
don't
because you
really
do not
the
need it.
hell.
The gymnasium should be safe. Guards never exercise, can't afford to lose the weight.
I never cared for sports at school. I don't have to put on a pinny, do I?
No, it wouldn't suit you. I've recalled one of the potion's ingredients. Mushrooms, lovely texture. What's that?
That would be useful for the rage.
You know, that's probably the idea. You might just want to jump down now and save you time. Actually, what's the line that I'm trying to emulate? Curtsy while you talk, it'll save time. I think it's one of the things that the Queen says to her in Alice Through the Looking Glass. As opposed to Alice through the window glass, which is a Troy McClure thing. I thought you were stuck for a second there. You're knifing them to death.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of blue. I've got some back now. There we go.
Did that fade from a heart to a smaller one?
I noticed that too. So that's first grade done.
Sort of decays. Yeah, I did say it would keep spawning them, unfortunately. Ugh.
Excellent. Let's get this one as well.
You've
So
done
that was
first grade.
That's where we came in.
Or rather, you've... Well, what's through there? I thought that's why you came in.
Aha. What is that?
Right, now just run and jump.
Ah, the diabolical dice. A word of caution, don't throw them when you're alone. The fiends lack loyalty, and their notion of nourishment is quite disturbing.
God, it must have been fun to voice act that cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually use your new weapon. I'd actually just hit it with that.
There we go. God, it's not making the view very easy for me. There we go.
And that's why there's a big heart there.
Yeah. That's also why I didn't pick it up.
So you could try the diabolical dice.
It said not to do when I was alone.
Don't play alone. No, because it will... But you're not alone now. Alright, sometimes doesn't do anything. Try again.
Ah. Oh god, I think this is gonna kill me.
Well, looks like you can wait because he's stuck.
Okay. Doot. Doot. Doot.
Guess that was surprisingly close.
Yeah, I think I got stuck like right here and then they were all able to sort of shoot me. You I'll just sort of give a slash to. Give me your goodies. Right, what's up here? Nothing.
Well, I'm
over
assuming
here.
second grade will be.
Yes. So it looks like there's only one door on this floor.
Try using the primary attack more often. It seems there's a big gap between when you can do secondary and when you can do it again.
Okay.
What does he actually fight?
You're fortunate I passed by.
Meaning what? I was about to say you're lucky to have found me. Look, I found the last ingredient, sugared spice drops.
Whenever we meet up, seems like also find a bit more trouble. Seen any jumbo grow about?
There's a bit in that flask on the sideboard. You see, we're set. Bring back some poppy blooms and we'll mix up the potion.
Okay. Look at all this paraphernalias. Should we grab the potion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. We go in these doors?
Yeah.
Ah! Slightly fiddly aiming there.
Ooh.
Yeah, the cards are kind of a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the croquet mallet might not be so bad, actually.
I assume they're all worth using. Okay. Oh, is this...
In case you haven't picked it up yet. Or does it get stronger each time?
Here's a riddle. When is a croquet mallet like a billy club? I'll tell you. Whenever you want it to be.
Or does it have the system where they get more powerful the more you pick up the same weapon?
Maybe.
Because I forget.
Try it out a bit.
Because I think they can get more powerful.
Obviously, I want the
So you're going to attack you or not? No, he's going to disappear. Okay, so I think it's only if you do it when you like you're literally alone that he just attacks you instead.
And yes, it's like I'm very suspicious of all of these flowers and mushrooms and poppies and... Okay, we're picking up this.
Yep, you got it.
Bulgaris and
Skunkweed.
skunkweed. Or even growing up on the light fittings.
God, they just keep coming.
They do, rather.
Right, what's through there?
This one.
Yeah.
Ah! I was not expecting that to have broken off. That was unusual.
I'm surprised you didn't die, if I'm honest. Yeah, going through second grade and then going through the thing changes floor.
Does it? Is
Yes.
that the idea? So I'm going this
So you're on a
way.
different floor now.
And I'm going this way to get back to where I was. Send him tumbling off the edge. Yeah, third grade. But do I now want to go back to the wise old man?
Yes. What's through there?
This way? Or that way?
Third grade.
This is where I was before
So
to
you've
get
done
the
that, right?
poppies.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Right, so you need to go back to second grade. So you can go through side
This
door,
way.
and then if you go through there, that should be it.
Here we are.
This condenser can mix the potion. Doesn't look like it's good for much else, though. Now time to leave, but not as you came. Go by way of the observatory. This star's for your stellar performance. May open some doors for you.
Okay. And I take the drink me.
Yep, so now we have stars. We can go through there.
Is this just sort of a quick way back to where we were?
Sort of.
Oh, we come out the bottom where we couldn't go before.
Do you remember where the observatory was? I don't think you're hitting... Ah, there you are. I don't think you were hitting it there for a sec.
Is it this way or am I going
I think
the
so,
wrong
yes.
way? Yeah. It's slightly different though.
No. Well, it doesn't have that guy there. But other than that, it's the same. And then you go up here. But yes, I suppose you might want to take these guys out first. Don't worry, that comes back down. No ice?
Yeah, those are quite fiddly enemies.
Yeah, the banshees are a pain in the butt.
Right, up here.
Even if they're with Susie.
Okay, and then I believe it's up one more to actually get to the observatory. Which side is it though? It's that side? Is
Yeah,
that
you can
right?
see that. That's the observatory. You can see the observatory. Because it's... yeah. You could probably ignore him. Or you could beat him to death with a stick.
Oh, she does not move, like moving diagonally.
No, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
And yes, I suspect I'm doing more damage with this thing. Can I get that?
Do you need it?
I suppose not. Right, observatory.
Yeah, those things sort of telescope upwards to the next notch and then pull you up.
Yeah, they look cool.
Same as that, quite like the way they have pole arms with like whirring blades at the end as well. But when they're painting the roses red. Not blue, not green,
Not
not aquamarine.
Is that an eyeball?
You know it probably is.
Yeah, cool.
Sort of is, yeah.
So we're now in the Vale of Tears. That was the White Rabbit, and the way is now shut. At least the direct way. But everything is huge.
Oh, we're tiny.
Oh, we're tiny, yes.
What's the signs say? Beware. Falling rocks. It seemed to say.
Okay.
Stay where you are. No.